Now, 4 more persons have died as a result of the cerebrospinal meningitis outbreak in the Upper West region, bringing the number of deaths to 37. The number of confirmed cases have also risen from 214 to 247. The hardest hit districts are Nandom and Nadoli Kalio, where they both recorded 22 deaths and 150 cases. A former member of the Council of State said Dr. Jada at an event to donate PPEs and vaccines on behalf of former President Mahama called on governments to adopt pragmatic solutions to the perennial deaths recorded every year through CSM. Upper West Region's correspondent Rafiq Salam reports from Wa.
A former member of the Council of State and renowned surgeon said Dr. Edward Jedari, accompanied by some parliamentary candidates, regional and constituency executives of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, presented personal protective equipment and vaccines on behalf of former President John Dramani Mahama.
And not only Upper West region, but the whole of the world is facing a serious problem with the coronavirus infection. It's very devastating. We are perhaps a little bit at peace with our conscience and minds that we may not be affected as hard as how some people have been hit. But it is important that we get prepared ourselves and behave in a manner that we don't get to reach the levels that some people have already reached. So we are happy that our president, former president, leader of the NDC, is fully conscious that the Ministry of Health, the workers, the nurses, the doctors, they are the front-line soldiers in this battle. And that is why we are bringing these things to you here.
Said Dr. Edward Jedder noted that the region is having a dual battle in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic and the dreaded cerebrospinal meningitis, CSM. The much dreaded CSM has claimed as many as 33 lives, way more than the 6 deaths recorded in the Ghana's COVID-19 pandemic. The Upper West region is lying on the CSM belt, and it is ritual that persons' lives are lost as a result of the disease every year. Said Dr. Edward Jedari suggested to the government to put in pragmatic strategies to find an antidote to prevent the loss of lives every year.
If you lose one subject, one Ghanaian, for any reason, it is serious. So the government, and through the regional director, the message we want to leave is that they should remember that we are within the endemic zone of the CSM in Africa, and this area is hit together with other countries. So I would suggest the director will help us. There must be some preparation towards the CSM to try to block its resurgence every year at this particular time.
The items donated include 50 overall gowns, 50 gun boots, surgical gloves, face masks, and 1,000 pieces of ceftriaxone, which is a vaccine for CSM. The items are valued at 50,000 Ghana cedis. Upper West Regional Director of the Ghana Health Service, Dr. Osei, thanked the NDC for the kind gesture.
As the fight against COVID is not only for government, but it's all of us, our fight. And if we work together to make sure that our one case we have recorded in a region does not escalate into many cases. For meningitis, yes, it's very good. We needed the medicines and a few other things to support what we have. And I think we are receiving it in good faith. We are going to put it to right use.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam. Wow.